then I may have done a disadvantage to somebody's child.
That's right.
Thank you again, and may God continue to bless all of you all.
Mr. Chrysler? Oh, I'm sorry.
See, I know where we come from. And Miss Jamison, when my children were little, I used to come out to the Shriners meeting with my husband, and I would see you. So because you represent who all women are, you are the women of the world. And because of that, we'd like to present you with a certificate, because we know because of him, because of you here. Mrs. Sarah Jamison, mother, educator, and leader of our future. And this is for you, and we'd just like to thank you for all that you have done and produced a wonderful son, and you've done so much in the community. You don't remember me, but I remember you.
No, I know you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. And I'm very surprised because I didn't think that I would get this.
All righty.
And we have certificates for all of the men, and if someone in the audience and you don't get one, call our office tomorrow. We will make it available. We ran as fast as we could. So if you didn't get one, please let me know.
It's the Bosters here, I think I'm using the right term.
President Bosters is not here, but the vice Bostler, near high school graduate, Brother Freddie Burns, is here.
Okay, Freddie, could we give you all of the certificates so you can get them to all of the members, because we have them for everybody, for all of them. We thank you so much.
Wait, Mr. Chrysler, and then Mr. Blunson.
Thank you, Madam President. I do want to take an opportunity to certainly congratulate and recognize a good friend of mine for a long time. I got to claim him, Mr. Stokes. I appreciate you recognizing him. We went to Provine together, and whatever I got honest. I'm not going to tell them everything, George. We're going to keep it a secret, right? All right, they don't need to know all that. But I certainly want to recognize all of the wonderful men of Omega Psi Phi that are here, most of which I know and have a personal relationship with, and you all are representing well. I'm going to be kind. I don't know but one other fraternity that does as well. I'm going to say as well tonight. And that's the other end of the bookend. So we appreciate y'all being here. And I'm glad to see that you all are carrying on the other end of the spectrum. And great representative. I say that in all earnest and sincerity. George is a great guy. And you never need your spirits lifted. That's the man right there. He is a very good guy and certainly knows how to make one be joyful and certainly upbeat. And I appreciate what he has done in my life and continues to do in other people's lives. And obviously, with all his representation tonight, we certainly know that you're doing a great job. So keep up the great work. Ms. Stokes, I certainly thank you and commend you on this recognition. And thank you all for being here and representing so well. Congratulations, George. Great job.
Mr. Blunson.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. George, congratulations. I think I've known you longer than anybody. I taught with your mother in the early 60s at Mary C. Jones, the best elementary school in the city, right?
Right.
Mary C. Jones with Casher as principal there. I did, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the accomplishments that you have made in life, and I know that I knew your late father. He was in the Money Eating Club with us, and I never will forget when he left going to Atlanta, and they did not make it back, and I know how you feel about that. But I know he's looking down on you tonight, and he's very proud of you. And Ms. Jamison, thank you so much for what you've done for George, because I know you helped mold him into the man that he is tonight. And congratulations.
Absolutely.
And all of you Omegas, I'm a non-fi nothing.
They gonna change that for
now, as you know, both of my sons, the late Craig and Eric, you know what they are. But you know, and I told them between the two, I know I'll make all the events that y'all have in town anyway. Okay, thank you very much.
Mayor Melton.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Jamison, how many years did you teach? How many years? 30. My mother beat you by 5. She taught 35. I know what you went through, but I had a different experience than you. In the 4th grade, my mother was my teacher in Houston, Texas, and that was a nightmare. I'd cut up in school and then go home. My daddy would beat my butt. And that kind of worked out for a while. But my mother gave me a D, Mrs. Jamison. I'm not going to say I earned it. She gave me a D for walking and talking too much. Now, you can believe that, can't you? I want to thank all the Omegas.
Amir, somebody said nothing has changed.
Let me assure you, if my daddy was still here, I'd be a quite changed man. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. A few years ago, my son had a chance to play on the national championship team with University of Texas. Of course, they won that game. Well, after the game, he thought he was a little man, so he went and joined this organization at the University of Texas called the Omegas. And I want to thank you all for everything you did for Matthew, because you made a man out of him, and you taught him how to be benevolent. And I told him you all were going to be here tonight, and he wanted to send you a shout-out from Houston, Texas. But thank you so much for who you are.
Mr. Tillman.
Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to congratulate our honoree tonight and give special thanks for Mr. Stokes. He can find them. That's right. and we can honor them. So keep honoring Mr. Stokes, and we'll keep honoring them. You know, finding young men that's out there trying to make a difference touches my heart. I'm going to read a statement back from something was just said. Saving our youth is believing in our community. Youth are the future of the community. The community is made up of people. And why we can't get together and mold the minds of most of our youth amazes me. There's some struggles out there. Some real concerns out there. Still hope. Things change to make us conscious of time. On November the 4th, there was a change. Now, as a people, how can we support that change? Number one, by changing ourselves, changing our people. How can we best support Obama? By changing our behavior, by educating youth, by supporting our youth, by supporting one another, by patting one another on the back like we're doing, Mr. Jamison, tonight. That's very important. Every helping hand can make a difference. So let's all start with a helping hand. Not gonna save everybody, but we can save some. And you have a track record of mentoring young people and involving yourself in the community. And I must commend you for that. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Mr. Jamison, congratulations to you. And it's so nice to have your mother here also. And what a tribute, all these guys out here on this rainy night to show support. That's wonderful. It means a lot, I know.